Howdy y'all, and welcome back to Riverbend Springs. We're here at the farm picking up the Challenger today because we are going to get started on plowing our fields. I am still fighting with textures, so don't mind those. I don't know what I'm doing with them. I got the ground textures working. My ground looks okay, but other stuff doesn't. Like the textures on the seed bag is broken. The textures on the buildings are half broken. For whatever reason, the house is broken, but the bench and the windmill are fine. Well, I have no idea what's going on with those. Let's pick up our plow. Trying to decide if I want to do the plowing or if I want to just set a worker off on it. Because it is going to take a little while to do it. Our field does need to be plowed, and it's going to take quite a while because it is a good sized field. I don't remember exactly how big it is, but it is a very good sized field. I mean, look at that. That's big. Broken texture. Anyways. If I open this up, how many rows is this going to make me do? I only want to do like one headland. Maybe two. That is quite a few rows. You know what I think we're going to do? We're going to make the most out of today. We are going to set this off on a worker. I'll let a worker actually start this. He'll probably start about here. No. Worker. He's going to do 5 headlands, so. I kind of find that annoying that you can't really go any lower than a certain amount on some of these. It's kind of weird because you don't really need that many headlands. Okay, well, worker's going to get started on that while we go work on our project for the day, which is we're going to get the sawmill back up and running because we're going to buy some land with some trees. Now, I don't expect to get a huge amount of wood and stuff off of them. I could cut down all the trees back here. I might cut down a few of them. So, like, this would actually be a good tree to cut down. This would actually be a really good tree to cut down, but I like it. And this is also a good tree to cut down. Once we take the branches off, it's fairly straight and easy to handle. But I kind of like this area the way it is. I do plan on putting in some animals around here that it's going to incorporate the trees into their pens. Got some deer. Don't mind the deer. The area we're going to has a few, well, it has a good amount of trees. But most of them are, I think, the shagbark hickories are what they are. But they should give us a good amount of wood to put into the sawmill. Still loving our new tractor. It's funny, I'm not a big John Deere person. They're all over the place here, so I like seeing the other tractors. But I actually do like this one. Okay, well, let's head over to our new plot of land that we're trying to buy, which I actually haven't bought it yet. We do still need to do that. Let's go ahead and tilt that down so we're not going to stab anybody driving down the road. So our new plot of land is up here. It is right next to the restaurant across the river from... Actually, it's like right across the restaurant from our sheep pen. Let's head over there, and I can check on the sheep. They probably need one of their little mini bales of food. And then we can head over to our new land that we're going to be buying. It's not too expensive, about $45,000. But, oh, I saw a contract I want to set somebody off on doing. It is for this field. Yeah, there's a plowing contract for this field. I'm going to have somebody do that on their own. because it gives one of the big articulated tractors and a big plow and all that stuff, and it's worth about $18,000. That's a good chunk of money. I can't argue with that. But for now, let me get over there, and then I can see about getting that guy started. Hey, here's our sheep pen. How are y'all? Aw, y'all are growing up. I got a lot of energy over there, but they're growing up. So it looks like they can take probably 2 of these bales that are over here. And look, I have 2 left. Luckily, I have a couple of bigger bales that I can give them for later. But they should take both of these, and that should give them an almost full feed trough. There we go. Aren't y'all adorable? I love the hopping. Anyways, we shall continue on. Our destination is just right here. You can swing it around out here, take a left, and right here next to the restaurant is a little plot of land. I don't know if we own those trees. If we own those trees, we might take some of those down. But right here next to the restaurant, right behind this building, is a small plot of land with a handful of trees. A handful, but there's actually quite a few trees here. And this is what we're going to be buying. Now, the trees like this, the American elm, we can cut those ones down too. It's not the easiest thing to handle. But as you can see, it's got quite a few trees that should be good to handle. A lot of the shagbark hickory trees, and there are also these random stumps all over the place. But there's plenty of the shagbark hickory. There's quite a few of the oak as well. And I think that is an oak. Yeah, that's an oak. Oh, look at this stream. Oh, there's a water ripple. Oh, that's so gorgeous. I can create it just by looking at direction. That's interesting. Anyways, this is the land we're going to be buying, so let's go ahead and buy it. It is not too expensive, $42,000. And now we have some trees we can cut down. No more deadwood contracts. We can start cutting down our own trees. And then once they're gone, I'm wondering if I can get rid of some of this kind of stuff with like stump cutters or a forestry mulcher or something like that. Because if we can, then I can come back through and plant my own trees, which I'm planning to do anyways. What the heck kind of tree is this? It looks really cool. A box elder. I'm not an arborist, so don't mind me if I don't know trees. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started on chopping down some of these trees. There's a nice oak tree right here for us to get started with. Are we still blocking the road? No, we are off the road. Okay, let's cut down our first tree. Timber! Okay, it's not the longest tree ever, so we're just going to end up cutting it in half. Let's see if we can. Tree would stop moving. And cut you there. There we go. Now it should really stop moving. Okay, let's remove all our extra branches. We're going to have a lot of smaller branches to trim off on these trees, which is a little tedious. But hey, would you look at that? They do end up adding into the value of the tree, so it's not too bad. I'm thinking I want to cut you like Can I trim you off? I can. Let's chop you like right there. And now I should be able to cut you right here. And those lengths should fit nicely into our trailer. As long as I trim these off. Also, I wish the marker actually, like, worked the way it used to. It's kind of weird having it at these odd angles that you can't really match. Okay, we're almost through on this tree. I guess I'd have to cut it there. And we'll cut it there. Hey, there we go. We got our first tree. Let's go ahead and bring this somewhere where we can actually get it loaded up. And actually, I'm thinking, let's swing around. And I should be able to park you, like, right here. There we go. Now the question is, do I need my weight, or should I be good in picking up these trees? We're about to find out. Ooh, this terrain is a little bit rocky, but you know what? That's fine. Okay. So this one I should have no problem picking up. It's not that big. Except that the log forks and stuff in this game have 0 strength to them. I should need to cut this arm off, otherwise it's going to screw up the trailer. And it's gone. Okay. Got our first one. And I probably need to pick up all the small stuff first. And actually pick up that log first. So, let's see if we can pick up this log and get it into the trailer. And crash my new tractor into a tree stump. This is also part of why I don't do time lapses for forestry. I move the camera around a lot. Oh, look at that. That is such a nice log for this. Honestly, if I worked at a sawmill, I'd be happy to see a log like this. It's fairly straight, very solid, and still got enough size to it that it'll produce quite a bit of wood. And it fits perfectly into my trailer. I like that. I got a lot of these small pieces floating around. So for these, I'm not sure if I want to just stick them in the trailer. A lot of them are smaller than the sections on the trailer. Oh, you know what would be nice for this? Putting a small trailer, bringing a really small trailer over here. We don't have one. Yeah, these little bits are kind of annoying, but they do end up adding up at the sawmill. Let's get all the little bits. I was strapped those because they're trying to move. Anyways, on to the other log. Now you'll notice I tend to cut tree stumps pretty low to the ground. That's just a me thing. To me, it just kind of maximizes how much tree I'm getting. I don't know if it actually has a big effect, but this tree is actually bigger than I thought it was. Here, I thought I did a good job cutting that tree in half. Did I miss the trailer with that? No. Yes. I am having problems getting this lined up. There we go. That is not very well lined up. But it's also not cooperating very well. There we go. That'll work out. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab one of our shagbarks from over here. Got this nice big one right here in the middle that is screaming our name. Let's get this one loaded up. We're not far from the sawmill, so getting this stuff over there shouldn't be too much of a problem. This is a big one. It's a 4.9 meter diameter. Like 15 feet. That's freaking huge. Circumference, maybe. I don't think I'd say it's got that big of a diameter. 15 feet is like the size of a house. Like as tall as a house. Okay, a small house. But still. Now, these ones should be much better for loading in the trailer because they are a little bit bigger. These are actually too heavy for me to pick up by hand. That's how much is in them. Holy cow. I did not expect that. All the time. Okay, there's going to be a lot of wood in these trees. I wasn't thinking there was going to be that much. Oops. There we go. Be able to maybe get up the tree. Aha. See if we can finish getting rid of some of these extra sticks and stuff. Okay, it's not quite as big as it originally looked. And it's not as many of these smaller pieces as it originally looked. Let's see if we can be a good judge of distance on this. So about right here. And we'll do about right here in the middle. Then I get the fun of loading all this up to take it across the river. $9.1 tons is how heavy this tree is. Well, thanks. This is a freaking heavy tree. Man, we got a bunch of these trees here. Maybe we'll come through and we'll plant a few more shagbark. These hickory trees do. Look at the size of them. Those are gonna make a nice load of wood in the sawmill. Can I pick up those other pieces like that one right behind me? If I can pick those up, I'll just take them to the sawmill. I don't know if it'll actually let me deliver them, but that'd be interesting. I'm going to assume I can't pick them up. Yeah, I can't pick them up. Well, luckily, there was a mod that just came out called the Map Object Hider, which was in 22. That is a fantastic mod for getting rid of stuff like that. I don't know if I will straight up get rid of them. It may not even let me, actually. I haven't even tried the mod in 25, so I'm not... If I remember it, I've used it before on 19 and 22. So I'm familiar with the mod. I just don't know if it works the same in 25 as it did in those ones. Oh my god, it's so freaking heavy. Okay, I need our weight. Let me go get that. That log is so freaking heavy. That is 3 tons. That is a huge amount of weight for a single log. It's actually so much weight that this counterweight that we have on the back isn't enough. I brought over that trailer for most of the small stuff, but I think I'm going to end up putting that big chunk on it because I don't think I'm going to be able to lift that into the trailer. I don't know if I'm even going to be able to lift it. Is this fork going to be able to get around that log? Oh my gosh. I can't even lift it. Oh, I got it up just a tiny bit. Oh man, I'm gonna have to cut this thing in half again. That is wild. Okay, let's take these off of here. This is insane how much we're gonna get out of one tree. Hey, you stop moving. Can't do that. So I did set a worker off on that contract I was telling you guys about, the $17,000 plowing contract. And I checked on our worker. He is actually getting through most of the field already. Got a surprise. He might finish before I do. Oh, right. I turned this on because I had to rearrange some of this stuff in the trailer. I can actually pick up this one. I had to rearrange the trailer a bit. They were doing that thing the game does where they glitch around and they move and slide out of the trailer and all that fun stuff. So I had to reposition some of them, particularly the 2 long ones, so that they actually stay in the trailer. Like, this is a 5-ton log. This is freaking huge. So yes, I am going to have to cut this in half. That taking so long to cut. Okay. Now that it's cut, I might be able to pick it up. No, let go of it. There we go. I don't even know if my log fork fits around this section. Aha! I don't even have to close the forks. I just pick it up. Okay, let's see if we can put it on here. And we can start adding some of these smaller pieces onto this trailer. Yeah, so like, see? That piece. I put it straight on the trailer, and it's curved. I broke my forks! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. I was like, did I break it? I kind of did. But then I fixed it. Let's push that over there. I am curious to see just how much wood we get off of this. These are so unique. These are so big, such big trees, and I've got a few of them to cut down over here. Oh. What did I just run into? Another stump. Let's see if I can get this one onto there with it, and then we'll try piling up all the other ones around it. I've kind of got a grip on it. Is it going to make it to the trailer, though, is a different question. Nope. There, we'll do that. That'll pick it up, right? Nope. Got it. Now I just got to get it to the trailer. Got it to the trailer. There we go. That's probably more weight than this trailer was intended to accept, but you know what? We're going to make it work. That trailer is full. This trailer will be full. 2 trees. That's everything I could cut down for this. But this will definitely be more than enough wood for the sawmill for a little while. Another thing we got to do is go fill up the cement factory, because we're going to need more stuff out of there. I think we're down to the last pallet of roof tiles that it needs for the museum. And then we just need wood again, which this will get the sawmill working. So we'll have plenty of wood coming in. Let me finish getting these all on here. Ooh, can I pick up both of these? Aha! I got both. I got a branch to cut off. Okay, that's the last one on. Let's go ahead and see if we can go get the sawmill running. Let's go see how much these giant logs put into the sawmill. First delivery to the sawmill. And mind you, this is only one, like not even a full shagbark tree. 94.72. That is a lot for one freaking tree. Also, I found the collectible, guys. I was wandering around here. I wandered around here for like 2 hours. Just looking around, looking for anything that seemed out of place. And then I finally found it. I also looked up those little paper boats. It seems they don't really mean anything right now. But I finally found the collectible. It's this chalkboard. Don't ask me why it's the chalkboard, but it's the chalkboard. That was a collectible, apparently. So, we got another one of those. We've got 9 of them so far. That's quite good, I think. I think I might do one more of these shagbark trees. So, we'll go ahead and take this trailer back over there. I will go back over... I will come back with the other trailer so I can empty it out. And then we will see how much our total is for 1 oak tree and 1 shagbark tree. Round 1, trailer 2. How much we getting off of this one? $11,000. I'll take that. We got 20,000 off those 2 trees. I think I can live with that. If I only have to cut down 2 trees, you get 20,000 wood. I think that's acceptable. So, I was looking up a few things while I was on the way over here with this trailer. And I am going to get another tree chopped down. I'm just going to do 1. But I was looking into how I want to move forward and how I want to expand. We got this guy over here doing that job. He's going pretty strong at it. And we got our worker who's doing our field, and he's actually already on the headlands, so he's almost done. But one of the things I decided I would look at is, what if we decide to buy another field? The question would become, what field would we buy? So we have a lot of fields around that we could look at buying. There's a few good small fields right here. There's that field right there next to the sawmill. There's a couple of them right above the river. There's all that right up there by the sheep farm. But I'm not looking at any of that. Now, I know we just got rid of our loan. And I may regret it. But I think we're going to take a loan back out. And I have good reasoning for this. And it's solely because I want to improve how much we get off of our yield for the next year. And I want to do that because my plan is we're going to plant cotton. Which to plant the cotton is easy. I can get a planter. I can run with a planter for a few years. Those things are pretty versatile. I got root crops. I got soybeans, canola, or not canola, soybeans and sorghum that I can plant with that, as well as corn, sunflowers, stuff like that. And I want to say it's green beans are also planted with that. No, we're not touching that. That would be very difficult to harvest. That harvester is also expensive. And it's also another canning factory crop. But we want to plant cotton. Now, the only drawback to doing cotton is the harvester. And I want to be able to maximize how much we're going to be able to get off of one harvest so that we don't have to... so that we can at least make back the money on the harvester rental, because we're going to have to rent it, and that thing's $500,000. And we will look at... I don't know, which one do we do? That's another really big one. Maybe this one right in front of us. Ooh, there's another big one right there. I think I'm going to do the big one. But we're going to look at this first. So, if I want to borrow the cotton harvester, I scroll down to cotton harvesters. Yeah, there's no way we're touching this thing. I don't know why that one is so expensive. I don't get it. I mean, I get it that all the numbers are higher, but it's like, I don't know. I just don't understand why it's so much more expensive. This harvester, we won't change any settings or anything on it, but we can lease it for $25,000, and then it's $10,000 per hour. Now, I don't think our harvest will take us more than an hour or two, maybe 2 at the most. So our idea is that we need to be able to make at least $50,000 back to pay for the harvester itself. Now, we're doing cotton. Cotton means we're going to have to get the rope maker again. Now, the rope maker, and I've done some testing, our field right here, you can see how much he's done. Our field right here will produce, what was the number I found? It's going to produce, if we put the cotton straight into the rope maker over here, it's going to produce roughly 6 pallets. So that's a good size field. And the one I'm looking at buying is 87. It's right next to us. Ooh, maybe I can do 78 instead. It's a little cheaper. Looks like the field is roughly the same size. And it doesn't require plowing. Or lime. But it is fully fertilized. I might look at 78. It looks like it comes with a little bit of forest area around up here too. Maybe. But this one comes with the building. There's probably a collectible in that building. That's probably why it's there. But I was looking at 87. It's 256,000, 10.5 acres. Or we can do 78, which also gives us a little stretch on the other side of the river. I don't know, or on the other side of the road. Not sure why. This one's only 217,000. So I wouldn't need too much of a loan to get that. Anyways, I'm going to get back to work on this while we talk. So the plan for that one is that we're going to pull out a loan, and then we're going to buy a planter, because I'm going to keep the planter. That is a very good thing for us to have. And what we're going to do is We'll plant cotton this year. That should give us roughly 12 or 13 pallets. I don't actually know how much that other field would make, but ours will make roughly 6 pallets. Assuming it's limed, plowed, rolled, and fertilized. So as long as there's no weeds, we should be good on that. And we'll make plenty of cotton off of it. You rolled just the wrong way, but I will thank you for that. Now I can get up here and do this. So as long as we take care of the field, we will get a good yield out of it. And we will make a lot of cotton. But if we get both of those fields, then we can get even more out of it for the same cost. Which, honestly, that is where the benefit is. Okay? No. And that is where I want to try to maximize our ability to make some extra money off that cotton harvest. So I'm thinking we're going to get enough of a loan to buy one of those 2 fields. Just cut through. Like, getting enough cotton off those fields will give us all the rope we need for the playground, which means we can move forward on that project. Let's do right there. And then we can start. This will help produce plenty of wood stuff, so I'm not worried about the wood stuff right at the moment. We're gonna have plenty of trees all over the place that we can cut down to make more wood for the sawmill. The one I am concerned about, though, is the rope. Because obviously it's not easy to get. But yeah, that's the plan. We're going to buy another field, and we're going to plant cotton in it. So now you know. Hopefully everything goes to plan. We should be able to get it in. The only thing is we have to get the fields ready this month, because next month is planting time for cotton. That is why I am trying to rush getting our field ready and have this plan in place. Because if I have to plow and line the other field, that's going to take an entire day. And that is a good chunk of expenses as well, because I have to lease a spreader, and I have to buy lime. But yeah, if I have to do all that stuff, then I'm going to have to spend extra money on a spreader and spend more time plowing. And I don't really want to do too much of that stuff right now, because I would rather spend the effort getting our field ready, because we're going to have to plant and roll everything in one day. Okay, well, I've got a tree to load up. I will see you guys after it's all loaded up, and I am back down at the sawmill with tree number 3. Can't believe we got 20,000 off of 2 trees. These trees are insane. And we've got plenty more trees here. Well, I'm not worried about running out of wood anytime soon. Especially since it seems like we're about to try to buy some more land that has more trees. The best part is if I feel like I'm running out of trees here, I can always just sell it and buy another piece of land. I want to make a quick stop here, because I just saw this as we were driving by. There is a shed hiding back here. And it seems like prime location for them to hide something. Hey, would you look at that? It's like a separator of some sort. Hey, there we go. I had a feeling there was going to be something in here. This is like hidden back in the trees. You can barely see it from the road. That's actually a pretty good hiding place. I kind of like how things are off the beaten path. I'll call it that. Usually you find collectibles in places that are, I'm not sure how to exactly to describe it. Points of interest, I will call it. Like on Hutan Pantai, you find them at places like the lighthouse or little pagodas, or there are a couple of them at sell points, if you know where to look. These ones definitely make things a little more interesting because you can have some at key locations like that. The one we found in town was kind of odd. Something you do have to think about, but the places you find some of these are just not somewhere you would expect to look. Okay, we've got 33,000 liters in here. That should be good at least for a day or two. Unfortunately, it's also only good for a day or two. So I've already taken the other trailer back to the farm. We're going to take this one back up there. I think our worker is done with our field. It's just this guy working on this field. But we're going to drive past this field that we're looking at buying. And I've already driven past it once, but I want to drive over here a little bit. I want to take this next right. So we get, if we buy field 78, we get that field right in front of us. We get this little chunk of forest right back here, which is what I actually want to look at. We're going to come pull right here. We get this little chunk of forest right here, all the way back up to the road. We're up to the path right here. That's a good little chunk here. And it's actually giving me an idea. How I would do it, I'm not sure. And that is to, when we have this, that tree I would probably take down. But the rest of these, for the most part, would probably stay. I might take down this one. I might actually take down a couple of them, like right here somewhere. Or maybe over here. I want it to be adjacent to this little path, so it's not on the main road. But we're gonna put an animal pen over here, and I might do goats over here. That could be interesting. The field we're looking at is in a plowed state, which is good. It is 5.2 acres. It's owned by Katie. She's the animal dealer. It's a bit expensive at $41,000 an acre, but hey, what can you do? Land prices are insane in this game. So let's head around the other side. There is a little area up at the front as well that has a few trees. It does bizarrely also come with this little chunk of grassland on the other side of the road. I'm not entirely sure why, but you know what? If I can cut that as grass, it'll give me enough to feed the goats for a while. It also includes this whole strip up the side of the road up to the corner, which I find that a little weird, because other places it doesn't give you the area that you think you should get. Anyways, let's bring this back over here. We can take a look at everything. We can look at buying that chunk of land. Just so we know the farmer doesn't do anything with it for next time. I don't think you can. You can't plant anything right now except for maybe poplar. I think that's the only thing you can plant right now. Can't do grass. It's middle of winter. Can't do whatchamacallit. Cotton is like the first crop you can actually plant. Oh, I was gonna put that in there, but that's not gonna fit with those pallets. So back on the side it goes. Let's go check on our worker over around the side. And I do have plans for a couple of small additions around here. I think I have access to like this little spot back here. I think. Yeah, to like this little space back here. And what I'm thinking is I'm gonna put in like a little garage for the car that we can use as a garden shed. You can put the tools and stuff away. Maybe. We'll see. It depends on whether or not it'll let me actually put anything over there. Alright, let's check on our guy over here. It looks like he might be done. We have our nice plowed field. He is done, and he's all the way on the other side of the field. Oh, he missed a strip along the edge. Or is that grass? I think that's the grass. But no, we got our nicely plowed field over here. I didn't do it myself, but I was busy playing with supersized logs. So let's see. Oh, look at that. Look at that beautiful field. It is full of stones. Mulch doesn't matter. Stones will get rolled in. So, yeah, there we go. That was a great harvest. We are looking at 78. So we need 217,000. For that, we need to borrow 150. Didn't we just pay 150 back? Oh, there's something else I want to look at. So if I want to put in one of the garages, it's under decorations, I believe. Yeah, others. There is, where are you at? Like this one. It's not super big, it's not super expensive, and we should be able to fit the car and some tools in there. Yeah, the car will fit in there. I put it on free mode, I'll know where I can actually build and stuff. You know what? I could build this back here. I don't even have to remove any trees. I might need to remove that. Oh, you know what I can do? Okay, so we're gonna put it like right here. Hey, we got something new. And let's do a little bit of terraforming. Just throw down some gravel to pull up to it. They changed that again. They changed the button again. Change cursor shape is now right click. I've seen it as, what is it, C? Which is now rotate. Dude, these buttons are all over the place. So I want to just put some gravel down in here. What did I put over here? Is that asphalt? No. Okay, we'll stick to gravel. But this isn't going to be too much stuff. There we go. And we do have a door back here that we can access. This one I will probably just do a simple little doop. There we go. And the reason I want to get that, let me go grab our tractor and I'll show you guys. Well, as I was saying, the reason why I wanted to put one of these in, not only to hide the car, which we do use on occasion, is because it's supposed to have, okay, this one may or may not have it. Some of the other sheds have like little storage spaces. I might, ooh, you know what I can do? Where would be a good spot for another small one? How about this one? It doesn't need to be super big. And we can put Put it up against the side. Overlaps. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And we will make sure you're not actually like in the building, but up against the side. There we go. Yeah, perfect. Just enough space. Rats can still get through there. Okay, so the reason why I wanted one of these is because, yeah, we can, if we pull things out, I can put the chainsaw away. I don't know if there's plans for stuff that'll all go up here. Like, I can get a paint can, a spray paint can, that's the brush for the horses. If I do horses, I'm going to see if I can get them to be in this area. I'm not entirely sure if we're going to do horses. They're really not worth the money. But I like that. Go ahead, add a little bit of dirt or gravel to get up to it. Let's go with just some dirt. There we go. That looks a bit natural, doesn't it? I feel like this actually kind of goes here. Albeit there's a window here. He's got the curtains closed. Well, I guess we've got the curtains closed. Look, I can see in the garage. There's nothing there. I'm going to wait till next time to borrow the money to buy the field. Because we're going to need the money for... It's going to charge us interest if we borrow it now. But I'm going to stick around. I'm going to let this guy finish his plowing contract. That's going to get us up to about $80,000, which is pretty nice. Next time, we're going to be running up to the shop so that we can buy a planter, not a vegetable planter, a regular planter. And I think we are looking at getting this guy. $59,000. It'll cover both of our fields without any issues, but look at all the different things we can plant. We can do corn, sunflowers, cotton, green beans. I'd do sugar beet, but they got rid of the sugar beet harvester that I use. I actually like using the small one, and they got rid of that. Now the smallest one is this giant thing, and it takes 300 horsepower. Not to mention running the defoliator in front of it requires another 200. Give me back the other one. Anyways, that's me for this time, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. We made some money today. Kinda. Not really. We bought a bunch of trees, and we tried to lift up a log that probably weighs more than the tractor. That one, I wouldn't be surprised. How much does this tractor actually weigh? Does it tell me? 7.7 tons. So that tree was almost more than the tractor. No wonder I couldn't lift it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time.